Hey guys, so what's up? This is kaozbender here again for yet another video, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. In the previous episode, we defeated another boss, granting us another Power Star, Grand Power Star, Grand Star. And remember, I'm not really good with the names here, you know, with anything about any games. You know, I just play them. I'm decently good, and yeah, information I kind of forget. And we got access to a new dome, which is the fountain. So right away we have two new galaxies for us, and we're gonna start with Space Junk Galaxy. This one does take quite a while, and there's a secret star for us to get here that is probably one of the missions I hate the most in the entire game, and you will see why specifically in a couple of seconds. We're gonna start with Polestar Patch. Alright, I don't remember this one being like too difficult, but let's carry on. There was something that I forgot to tell you guys about in the previous episodes. Yes. At the time recording this, obviously you can tell that this is, I'm in the same recording session, and I'm really sorry if it seems that I'm recording too much, but I just really like playing this game as well as having a couple of episodes prepared for you guys. And I would stop recording if I do find myself like out of things to say or like, just anything about that. But basically, if I start feeling like really tired. This was like, for example, the case for, what was it? I think it was like one of the, it was either like Pikmin 2 or something that I was like really frustrated with the game. But basically, I just kind of wanted to play it. This is not the case, however. Right here, if I do feel kind of burnt out, which is not the case right now, I kind of, I'm just gonna stop making them because, obviously I do want to give you guys the best commentary that I can. However, back to topic, I forgot to tell you something extremely pleasing that I got to experience the other day. So, I'm still recording, obviously, and it is the 28th of December. Now, what does this have to do with it? Yesterday, I went to pick up, what was it? It was the Link amiibo, right? So I called people at the game store, right? And I was like, hey, do you guys have any more Link amiibos? So they were like, yeah, we do. Alright, awesome. So I'm just going to pick it up, right? And, so basically, I get to my local game store, and something happened that just made me so happy inside. Not really because it is a good thing for me, but because it is a good thing for the entire, for the world as a whole. So this is what happened. I get to the game store, and I picked up my Link amiibo. As people are, as the, cashier is, like, not, like, giving me shit. As the cashier is, like, putting the amiibo in a bag and all that good stuff, a kid grabs GTA 4. There were two kids, right? It was a kid and, a sister. Like, the boy was, like, I'd like to say around 9 years old. And the sister, I believe, was, like, a little bit older. It was, like, around maybe 11 or something. And the little boy has GTA 4 in his hands. And I'm like, alright, here we go. Another kid playing an M-rated game. So, the kid hands the game to the to the person in the register, and he's like, okay, yeah, so this is your total. So the dad was going with them, right? And when the dad got his wallet out, he had the money in his hands. He was giving it to the to the cashier, and then the dude says, sir, before you buy this, it is my responsibility to tell you that this game is rated M for mature, meaning that this is recommended for people of ages 17 and up. And the dad was like, oh, really? I did not know that. Let me see. And then the dude is like, oh yeah, here back at the, in the back of the box, you can pretty much get to see everything that the game has. Now, I haven't really read any like M-rated games, like box arts or like, just basically the content or anything like that, but I can assure that GTA 4 doesn't really have like a really clean summary, and that the things that the game has to offer are obviously not for people under 17, well, which is obviously the case, but that's not really the case for like Call of Duty. I mean, you have so many like 8-year-olds playing that oh yeah, 360 no scope. Ah, I fuck your mom. No, it's like, holy shit. So, the dad starts reading the game, right? And just a couple of moments pass, and he was like, you know, you didn't tell me about this, so... And this looks kind of disturbing, so I'm not gonna get you this game. The kid starts raging so bad, and I kid you not, he starts crying. It was like, holy shit, like, I can bet you that he said, so close yet so far, right? I mean, the dad was already handing out the money to the cashier, and then he says that. I'm like, oh my god, this dude saved the day so bad. And again, I do classify myself as a sort of a jerk. I was happy not because the kid was going to, you know, maybe not get corrupted or, you know, just get to see violence, blood, you know, strippers in the game. I was happy because the kid didn't get his M-rated game. I was like, yes. So, you know, this is just a very funny story that happened to me. Maybe it took like a little bit longer to, you know, to tell to you guys, but hey, I do really like story times with kaozbender, and it was like so good. And yeah, about the Link amiibo, I was really stupid enough not to get it late. I mean, you know, I believe Link, Mario, and Pikachu are going to be, you know, available forever. I'm not really sure about that though, but this is just how paranoid I am about these things, right? I actually thought that I would have to get Link like some other place or like online or something like that. That, you know, it just basically like gave me, you know, since I didn't get the Link amiibo and, you know, the store was like, oh, okay, because, okay, here's another story time with kaozbender. Since I did not get the Link amiibo, you know, they were basically sold out when, you know, I actually asked for them. So I was like, well, alright, yeah, I can come back later. So I'm not really sure what kind of people work at game stores. I mean, this should be a very basic requirement for people who apply at game stores. Just basic game information, right? I know that not everyone is into like everything. Like, for example, I don't know like a lot about, for example, say like Xbox or PlayStation games, but you know, I'm pretty, you know, knowledge in Nintendo games. Let me see, this is not the thing that I want to get, but, you know, just to show you guys, I'm going to, you know, well, that was kind of useless. But yeah, so this should be a very basic requirement where you apply to a job. Here is why I'm saying this. The day I went to ask for the Link amiibo, they were like, well, we are out, but we are expecting some merchandise in a couple of days, so if you want to come back, I'm pretty sure that we're going to get it. Let me see, where is the story going to take me? I don't think it's gonna... Oh, okay, let me see, is this going to... I don't think I've been here. Okay, I wasn't really here on my practice file, but, you know, this is just a cool little trick that you can actually do. Alright, so back to story. So they were like, well, we are out of them, but you can come in, you can come back in a couple of days. You can come back tomorrow. We are expecting more merchandise, and that is going to, you know, hopefully, you know, we're gonna get more Link amiibos, right? And I'm like, okay. So next day I call, right? And it's like, hey, I went to your store yesterday, and you guys told me that, you know, Link amiibos were going to come in today. Do you have any of them? And the dude that I talked to, he was like, Link amiibo, right? Okay, let me see. Oh, okay, I already asked. They are discontinued. I'm like, oh my fucking god. Can you get people dumber than that to, like... I mean, again, I know that, you know, it's not required for everyone, but, like, just really basic stuff. I mean, you work at a game store, you can actually check out, like, even online, if, you know, just an amiibo is going to be discontinued. Like, even if, I mean, if they told me Marth the Villager and Wii Fit Trainer were discontinued, I would actually believe that shit, because, you know, it's kind of, it's more than a rumor now. I mean, I believe it is, I mean, maybe it's not, like, 100% true, but hey, those things are going for a really hefty price. So I would actually believe that if it you know, if it were, like, those 3 amiibos. But, I mean, come on. You tell me Link is discontinued? I mean, I do know my Nintendo. I mean, I'm not that fucking stupid. Alright, but eventually I did get my Link amiibo, and, you know, just what the hell? You fucking stupid Koopa Troopa. Sorry, Magic Koopa. Alright, but yeah, that's just basically my rant. I mean, if you're going to apply at a game store, please just have basic information about the games. I mean, just don't be like, oh yeah, I do know jack shit about these games. I really pissed me off, but right now, sitting at a, you know, pretty comfortable 10 amiibos, not really missing a couple of them. I really like how every fucking episode I end up talking about amiibo so far. I mean, it's been episode 3, 4, and 5 that I talk about, like, basically half of the episode about fucking amiibos, but hey, you guys got a funny story time with kaozbender, right? I'm not really sure why we are here. Maybe Rosalina has something cool to say. Let's see, after completing, this nice mission. And I believe I'm going to be asked to save the game. No, I'm not. It seems that a prankster comet has appeared somewhere. Prankster comets have a very strange effects on galaxies. If you want to learn more about these curious comets, ask the Luma, who knows about such things. And this is exactly what I was talking about, completing the galaxies to 100%. If we see the map, there is a prankster comet, as Rosalina said. Let's see. If you check this out, okay, Speedy Comet in orbit. There are, what was it? There are 5 types of prankster comets. I'm not gonna get into these right now. I believe I'm gonna clear one more mission at the Space Junk Galaxy, and then we're gonna be on our way to, you know, do something else. Maybe in the next episode we're gonna be tackling that prankster comet. But I do want to talk about those a couple, you know, for a couple of minutes right now. So while we tackle the 3rd mission, which is going to be, I really forgot the name of this thing, but I believe it's going to be a boss. Alright, yeah, I know what it is going to be. It's going to be the spider, right? Yeah, it's going to be a spider. So basically, there are 5 types of prankster comets. There's the speedy one. Now, I don't know the name of these. I mean, it's just, I really don't. And by the way, here's a secret star, so I'm going to tackle that first. It's really not going to take too long. Alright, so there are 5 types of prankster comets. You've got the red ones, which are speedruns. After a couple of them, we're going to find out white prankster comets. Those are going to be called, I believe those are Daredevil. Those challenge you to complete a boss battle with only 1 HP. This type of prankster comet is, like, maybe not home, but is one thing that people blame one of the missions in this game to be one of the most difficult ones in the entire game as a whole. But I'm just gonna show you how that's not the case. So you've got the red ones, Speedy, which are going to require you to do a certain mission. Kind of a speed run. It's basically, you're gonna have like really little time to complete the mission. If not, it is going to count as a death. So I really do need to, you know, be careful with that, obviously. So you got those, Daredevil, which or bosses with only 1 hit. You've got blue ones. Those are, let me see. By the way, I do want to collect 7 more star bits, because as you can see there is a hungry Luma right there, which is obviously going to transform into a new galaxy for us to obtain 1 more star. Blue prankster comets are okay. You race against Shadow Mario. It's basically a race to the finish to get another star. You have yellow prankster comets. This is only going to ask for 50, so that's, you know, it's pretty nice. You have yellow prankster comets, which have you. Motherfucker, this should not happen. Okay, this gives me more time to talk about this. You have yellow comets, which give you, I mean, those have you, what do those do? Yellow prankster comets. Alright, that makes everything faster, so, you know, it's basically a little bit more challenging to clear one of the missions. There is one in particular I recall, which makes things, like, really, like, maybe not more difficult, but it kind of makes them more cryptic. But it's really not that bad. And last but not least, we have a purple comet, which have you collect 100 purple coins in, you know, I believe this is in, I don't think this is in every single one of the galaxies, but you have to collect 100 coins in the, you know, required galaxy, and that's just pretty much it. Those are the 5 comets. Now, I mean, I guess, to talk about this, we can actually, you know, I mean, to finish up the episode, we can actually speak about this a couple more, you know, seconds, so. Let's see, basically, okay, there is one thing about this little Yoshi head that I don't exactly remember. I believe there was a way of you getting like a, you know, like a rainbow star, so like you could defeat all of these like really easily. But I honestly don't remember. I mean, even in my practice file, I mean, I'm not gonna look for it right now, but you know, it's just like one little thing that I should point out. All right, but let me see. A little more talk about the. By the way, quick note: these Goombas do not spawn coins, so 3 hits and you're out. Which I already get hit. So about the Comets, the most difficult one, I would say. I mean, I would say it is the Daredevil Comet, but that's kind of overrated. I mean, people do like really, you know, they are. A lot of people are kind of afraid of the Daredevil Comets, but most of them are really easy, and I'm gonna show you how to beat them like without problem whatsoever. But let's see. Once all of these Goombas have been defeated, we get another star. I believe I'm gonna do this next mission in the following episode. I mean, it's been 16 minutes, and I really. It doesn't really take too long. Let's do it. So, my personal ranking from most difficult to least difficult prankster Comets, I would say the purple one, because it's kind of cryptic. If you don't know the exact location of each and every single one purple coin, you can be stuck in one level for a good 20 minutes, and that's obviously not good. So for me, that's the most difficult one. The other one, okay, so there's another prankster Comet, and this gives me time to show this to you. If there is a prankster Comet in orbit, you are not going to be able to do any other mission in the galaxy. It is going to, you know, lock you away from, you know, kind of choosing anything else, as you can see right here. It's only going to give you one option. Alright, so, speed in orbit, Polestar Path Speed Run. So this is just, I believe this is the easiest one. I mean, as you can see, it doesn't really take too much, like, it's really not too difficult. I think you can easily clear them with, like, 30 seconds left over, which isn't really too bad. Alright, so let's see. I think right now we have a minute and a half, what? 4 minutes, really? Okay, I'm not complaining. So let's see, I'm just going to get over here. Okay, so I am just going to see how fast I can clear this, right? Let's go for this right now, and alright, maybe I'm not going to be too concentrated, because like I said, I mean, even if you are not trying, it is really easy to clear this, like, even with 30 seconds left over, so you don't really need to care about this too much. So, back to the ranking, I believe purple is the most difficult one. Next, I would put, I think the yellow one. I mean, there are a couple of them where it could be a little bit troublesome. So, I would put the yellow one, you know, up next. The next in difficulty, I'd put the blue one, then the white one, and then the red one. That's just my personal ranking. Do you guys have any rankings for the prankster Comets? If you have, leave me a comment down below. Alright. So now that we are in these little missions right here, I am just going to see how fast I can do this. Now, here about the commentaries I was saying a little bit earlier before. If I get into one of these missions and if my commentary is lacking, it's not like I'm running out of things to say, obviously. It's just like, these things do take a little bit more time, not more time. These missions do take a little bit more concentration, and I obviously wouldn't really like to, you know, suffer death. Now, I think I already mentioned this, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'll say it again. If you fail to do any of these missions, in the you know, in this case, if I was to run out of time, it is going to count as a death. Now, the only one which does not count, like for example, you do not. No, I believe this is like the only one, right? Okay. In the Daredevil, you obviously you only have one hit to like fight the boss. So one hit and you're dead, right? So you obviously need to watch out for that. In the yellow one, everything is faster, so it can, you know, screw you up like really bad. So that's the only thing that you need to care about. The blue one, since you are racing against Shadow Mario, if he gets to the end, it is going to count as a death. So, let me see, what's the other one that I'm missing? Red, blue, yellow, purple, red. I think I already mentioned all of them? I'm not really sure. Okay, so as you can see, right now, I already got the star, and it's not going to take more than, you know, just 15 seconds to, you know, to get this thing. So, this is actually really easy, as you can see. And plus, if you just went through this galaxy, especially through this mission, everything is going to be so clear in your mind, I mean, so, like, fresh in your mind, that you're really not gonna, I mean, there's really not much room for, like, you know, the thing is, it is difficult to do mistakes if you just, completed this mission just like we did right now. Alright, another power star, we are up to 15, however, after discovering a new galaxy, it is the time to say that if you guys have watched until now, okay, let me see. Enemy base spotted. We are detecting massive energy spikes. What are they doing there? Alright, he's just going to say that we are, you know, just in sight for another boss battle. But, like I was saying before, if you guys have watched until now, make sure to leave a comment down below and like, it really helps out the show. So you guys have a great day, take care of yourself, and until the next episode, when we continue through some prankster comets, and as we finish the Space Junk Galaxy, and we go to the other one. I will see you then.